Good morning, students. Today we have to discuss about the crystal field theory. Crystal field theory. CFT. It is an advanced theory for a valency bond theory. So generally, Van Wyck in 1935 proposed by the crystal field theory. So based on this one, what are the important postulates of the crystal field theory means? So first one is called it is a purely electrostatic origin. This is called electrostatic origin. Electrostatic means Coulombic forces of attraction. When oppositively charged ions are combining means causes electrical forces of electrostatic forces of attractions developed in between the metals and ligands. That's why, according to crystal field theory, it is a purely electrostatic origin, ionic in nature. After that, when a metal is a bond with the ligand, there are two types of interactions developed. For example, M is there. M is attracted with the negatively ligand. M having a positive charge is there. So that's why Mn plus or negative ligand will be attached with metal to form what type of interaction means ion dash ion interactions is there. Ion dash ion interactions is there. So when a metal will be bond with negatively ligand, what type of interactions means ion dash ion interactions. First one. The second one, M of n plus bonded with the neutral ligand. What is it called? Neutral ligand. Neutral ligand. So here M of n plus and neutral ligand join means what type of interaction is there means suppose M n plus I am taken. Neutral ligand means M of NH3 I am taken. Here nitrogen having partially negative charge, here partially positive, here partially positive, here partially positive. So therefore, in ammonia generally dipole moment is there. So in previously first PUC, ammonia and NF3, NH3 having more dipole moment. So because of the charge does not cancel to each other, therefore the highest electronegativity element nitrogen, the arrow mark tends towards the nitrogen. Therefore, when the ligand is a neutral ligand, attached with the metal to form what type of interaction? Ion dash dipole interaction is there. What is it called? Dipole interactions. So there are two cases is there. When metal is a bond with negative ligand, when metal ion will be bond with neutral ligand. So one is called ion-ion interaction. Second one is called ion dipole interactions is there. Okay na? So after that, the third point is this is the electrostatic origin means. So next what is the word? Electric field developed. Electrostatic origin means electric field is there. Electric field after that what is called? Crystal field is there. What is the word? Crystal field. So why it is crystal means generally metals having a crystalline nature, crystal solids. Therefore that is called as a crystal field. The crystal field comes from the electric field. Electric field comes from the electrostatic origin because of the metal will be bonded with generally negative and neutral ligand. So neutral ligand is called ion dipole interaction. This is called ion dash ion interactions. Okay, next one after that crystal field means crystal field So what is called splitting? This is the important word, splitting. Now generally in the d orbital, so within the d orbital there are two splittings are possible. So how it is splitting means generally the metal will be bonded with the number of ligands means the donating of electron pairs to central metal, the repulsions causes. The repulsions causes means so automatically energy will be more. Energy more is there means the d orbital will be splitting into the two sets. So that is called as a one set is called T2G, second one is called EG there. What is the word? First splitting means T2G and EG is there. But what is the T2G? T2G means d of x square xy, d of xz, d of yz. So EG means what you call d of x square dash y square, d of z square is there. There are two sets are splitting, that is. So first d of xy means what is the general word? Between the axis. This is called x, this is called y. Next one d of xz means here also between the axis. D of yz also the between the axis the loops will be present. So whereas in EG means so here what is called, this is reference on the axis. This is x axis with the y axis. Therefore d of x square dash y square. Now here d of z square means so within the d other d is there means that is called as a d of z square. But what is the meaning? That is d of xy, yz, xz are between the axis, whereas d of x square dash y square comma d of z square is there on the axis will be there. Generally in d orbital how many number of subshells is there means 5 subshells is there. Now d of xy, d of yz, d of xz, d of z square, d of x square dash y square. This is called d orbital. Within the d orbital will be shows on two types of splitting. One is called T2G comma EG orbitals. Okay na? So that's why the crystal field splitting means two sets are divided. One set T2G, second one is called EG. Now suppose for example this is called as a 5 subshells is there. This is called as a ground state, or other name is called isolated. Isolated means what you call same energy is there. That is called same energy. Now it is can be excited on there. So excited means again for that is called excited. Other name is called degenerated orbitals. What is the word? Degenerated orbitals. Next, in these degenerated orbitals are showing between what is there. So this is called as a two types. Number one is called as a so EG, and also this is called T2G there. So this is called EG and T2G there. So this is a what is the means this dotted lines indicates that is called as a average energy. This is called average energy. So now here this is T2G means now the electrons will be excited means here fraction is 3/5. This is the fraction is 2/5. Why? Because this is exciting and de-exciting takes place. That fraction is nothing but here 2 will be there, here goes to 3. Therefore 2/5 means 0.4, 3/4 means 0.6 is there. Okay na? That's why in this in between T2G and EG the difference energy is nothing but what is called delta. So that delta is nothing but crystal field splitting energy. That is the word. Okay. So CFSC. CFSC means the difference in between the two sets of energy is called crystal field splitting energy there. That is the word will be indicated by the delta. So other name is called 10 dq. Okay, the word 10 dq. Here the difference in between the T2G and EG, that is nothing but crystal field splitting energy, that is indicated by the delta ORR 10 dq. That is the word. So therefore here what is meant by crystal field splitting energy? The difference of energy in between the T2G and EG is nothing but the crystal field splitting energy. So this can be applicable for the octahedral complexes and the tetrahedral complexes. How to calculate the crystal field splitting energy for octahedral and tetrahedral? That is a very important applications for the crystal field splitting energy. So therefore, so how to divide by the two sets? Number one is called T2G and also EG. The difference energy between these two are called as a crystal field splitting energy. Therefore, what is the word? First electric field, next one crystal field, next one crystal field splitting. After that crystal field splitting energy, the energy difference between the T2G and EG is nothing but the crystal field splitting energy. So this is about the postulates of the crystal field theory. Based on this crystal field theory, explain with the magnetic behavior, explain with the color properties, how to calculate the crystal field splitting energy for a tetrahedral and octahedral complexes. This is a very important. Okay na? Now, so after that you can explain with the how to write the diagram in the octahedral complexes. So how to calculate with the crystal field splitting energy is a very important task. So now I am going to the octahedral complexes. There are two types is there. One is called octahedral complexes. Now you can see, listen carefully. So first one is called octahedral complexes. How to calculate the octahedral complexes? Delta value. Delta means crystal field splitting energy. Now this diagram indicated by the octahedral complexes. So generally E2TG is there, EG is there. EG means what you call so between the axis. Between the axis means EG means on the axis, T2G means between the axis. When all the octahedral, the ligands will be occupied by the corners of the octahedron, having the on the axis will be more repulsions than that of the between the axis. Therefore, here what I am writing, the arrow mark indicates that energy will be, so this is the energy that is. So we are going to the T2G and EG, the crystal field splitting energy or in energy will be increases for the EG for octahedral complexes. Very important. Now in the octahedral complexes, the energy of EG will be greater than that of the T2G. This is a very important word. Why? Because all the ligands are occupied by the corners of the octahedron. On the axis will be more repulsions. More repulsions is there means more will be the energy. More will be the energy means lesser will be the stability. That is the causes. So in the octahedral complexes, more energy causes EG. EG nothing but the between on the axis. On the axis, the ligands will be attacked by the central metal, having more repulsion. More repulsions is there means more will be the energy is there. That's why in the octahedral complexes, EG greater than that of T2G. This is the octahedral complexes diagram. So therefore here, lower energy T2G, higher energy will be EG. This is called average energy. That difference energy is nothing but crystal field splitting energy. After that is called as a zero. Zero means the crystal field splitting energy for octahedral complexes. That is indicated by the letter delta zero. Okay na? So next, how to calculate with the crystal field splitting energy for the octahedral complexes I am taking. So for example, D5 I am taken. Okay. D5 means now first I am taken as a strong ligand. Okay. So D5 lo strong ligand is I am taken. Then how to make a diagram? This is called as a EG. This is known as T2G. 3 subshells, 2 subshells. So now here this is the fraction is 2/5. This fraction is 3 by 5. I am taken. But here D5 is a strong ligand. Strong ligand means before valency bond 3, what you can observe? So inner orbital complexes. Strong field means inner orbital complexes. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the fraction. Okay na? So 5 electrons are pairing by what is the level? This is called T2G. This is called EG. Now calculate what is the definite delta 0 value? Delta 0 2 by 5 into 5 minus here 3 by 5 into 0. Therefore 5 to 10 divided by 5 minus 0, that is equal to 2. So if D5 system having strong ligand inner complex, what is that crystal field splitting energy of octahedral means? 2 by 5 minus 3 by 5 into 0, 10 by 5, that is equal to 2 into delta 0 for the strong ligand. What is it called? Strong ligand. Same, this is the first one. Suppose I am taken as a D5 system having a weak ligand. Weak ligand means already you know this is called as a outer orbital complexes. Outer orbital complexes. Then how to write the diagram based? This is a 2 subshells is there. This is called as 3 subshells is there. So this is known as EG. This is called as a T2G. So weak field ligand that is there. So therefore the first electron, second electron, third electron, fourth electron, fifth electron. This is known as the T2G and EG for weak field ligand outer complex compound. First 3 electrons are off field, then 2 electrons goes to EG subshell. Now these differences how it will calculate means delta 0. Here what is the fraction again? So 2 by 5. 2 by 5 into 3 electrons minus here 2 electrons is there, 3 by 5 into 2 that is. So here so 3 to 6 by 5 minus 6 by 5. Therefore what is the crystal field splitting energy for a D5 system having weak ligand and outer complex compound? That value becomes 0. This is called as a weak field ligand. This is named as strong field ligand. Strong field ligand means difference is 2. Weak field ligand means difference is equal to 0. So okay na? Now this way we have to calculate the crystal field splitting energy for a different systems. Okay na? Now next I am taking as a D7 system I am taking. One is called strong field ligand, second one is called weak field ligand. So now you can observe this is called as a EG, this is known as a T2G. So now here this fraction is nothing but the 2 by 5. This is fraction is 3 by 5. Here D7, first I am taking as a strong field. Therefore, so here 6 electrons are paired. Here 1 electron is there. Okay na? Now what is the difference? 2 by 5 into 6 minus 3 by 5 into 1. Therefore 12 divided by 5 minus 3 by 5. So here 5 to 10, 5 2.4, 3 by 5 means 0.6, that is equal to 1.8 delta 0. This is the value. D7 system, strong ligand, 2 by 5 into 6, here 6 electrons are pairing, here 1 electron is there, therefore 12 by 5 minus 3 by 5, so 2.4 minus 0.6, that is equal to 1.8 delta 0. In same manner, how to calculate the weak ligand? So weak ligand means here 2 subshells is there, here 3 subshells is there, here 2 by 5, here 3 by 5, here first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. D7. So second case is called weak ligand. Now how to calculate the delta 0 for a D7 system for a weak ligand? Therefore 2 by 5 into how many number of electron? 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5 minus 3 by 5 into 2. Therefore 10 by 5 minus 6 by 5. So 10 by 5 means 2. Here 5. So 1 means 1.5. 2 that is equal to 0.8 delta 0. 0.8 into delta 0. Now what you can observe, if the ligand is a strong ligand, the value is equal to 1.80 delta 0. If the ligand is a weak ligand, means the value is equal to 0.8 delta 0. Here what you can observe, if the ligand is a strong means the crystal field splitting energy having more will be value when compared with the weak ligand. So using different system, now I am using with the D5 system weak ligand, D5 is a strong ligand, D6 strong ligand, and D7 so weak ligand. So what you can observe, if the ligand is a strong means the crystal field splitting energy will be more for octahedral complexes. Now today, so what are the postulates of the crystal field splitting energy? Then that postulates will be applied for the octahedral complexes. Next one, tetrahedral complexes. So in octahedral complexes, how to calculate the crystal field splitting energy for the weak and the strong ligand, which can give the system given. System means whether it is a weak ligand or in a strong ligand, whether inner complex or in outer complexes, how to calculate the crystal field splitting energy for the weak and the strong ligand. This is about the calculation of the delta 0 for octahedral complexes for a strong and a weak field ligands. The next class we have to deliver the how to calculate the delta 0 for tetrahedral complexes. What is the difference in between the tetrahedral and octahedral? So then crystal field theory finished. Until then, bye.